जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी लभा गिरिवर यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री Excuse me. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudapatakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thanks everyone for joining us in this very good program of Saturday Satsang. As Badrinaran Somaraj says every time, that you have so many options in San Diego, but you choose to come to temple this evening. So from our side, we thank you for making such choice. So today we'll continue from like what we spoke last week in the chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga of Supreme Personal Purushottam Yoga. So before that, like 5 minutes, I will speak on very like relevant topic to this day. So today is an auspicious day of Vyasa Purnima or Guru Purnima, and also disappearance day of Sanatana Goswami. So, Badrinaran Swami Maharaj will give a presentation tomorrow morning on Sanatana Goswami, one of very important acharyas in our line. So, briefly, I'll speak about like the importance of this day. So, one of the very amazing things that Bharat Desam or India has given is not only in its timeless knowledge of Sanatana Dharma, but also as to how to pass on that knowledge in a very effective way. And so that Guru Sishya Parampara is very much emphasized in like the means of communication of this knowledge in our not only in our Sampradaya, in whatever that comes under the umbrella of Sanatana Dharma. So today is appearance day, I think, of Srila Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva is a literary incarnation of Krishna. So one of the symptoms of the people of Kali Yuga is Lord knows that like the age span will decrease and also the memory power decreases. So before, actually this is one thing you will observe, like when Valmiki Maharshi like composing Ramayana prayers after the like Brahma and Narada came and told him about like Sankshipta Ramayana, where he penned down Ramayana, you can say, but you never see like a Valmiki Maharshi sitting and writing Ramayana. That description is never there. Like we know that they composed Ramayana, and Lava and Kusha, who is then the residents of Valmiki Maharshi's ashram, started singing in every town and village. That's what we know. But like from when you come to Mahabharata, we know like Vyasadeva is dictating Mahabharata, and like Ganesh is sitting and with his like he's writing the penning down came. It's because of mostly the evolution of yugas, because our memory power and all diminishes. So before the just one minute. So what Veda says is one of the under the the Vedic umbrella, one of the important things that like our acharyas say is Vedas are actually, or Shastras are considered as mother. So that's why Veda Mata they say. Actually, even when anyone is learning, they consider Vedas as mother or Shastras as mother. The reason why is because so there are many means of knowledge. That is there not many means. So there is a means of knowledge that can be done. I think I spoke in previous classes. One is a Pratyaksha Praman. where I accept things as they are based on the sense perception. So basically, if I see some things, then I will believe that that is there. So this is called Pratyaksha Praman, where you are obtaining knowledge based on direct sense perception, basically. And the second, we know how it is not an effective means of knowledge, because our senses are failing. Like even if you take small, like optical illusions itself, we think of something, but it is actually there. Like even when you are driving on like a long drives and all, you see mirages, but there is no water there. So this, you know that like the relying on senses to obtain that knowledge is actually not a very good source. And the second thing, I don't know if it's relevant, but I'm a scientist. I work as a researcher full time, and this is very relevant to our community, what we do at work. So this is called what is it? Anuman Praman. That is like you make a hypothesis. Based on that, you perform some research, and then you do whether like this is correct or not, and so on. I think I said this example before. So there was this outbreak of plague. This is the example I give usually. The problem with Anuman Praman, like based on guesswork. So once like there was a outbreak of plague, and they were sitting and they were mapping out what are these hotspot regions in the cities where this plague outbreak is like observed more predominantly. And they found a correlation between these hotspots and the population of cats. And what they did is, like these regions where there is maximum outbreak, so there are more population of cats that are present, and they started catching the cats and killing them. And so what they saw is actually the outbreak of plague increased more after killing cats. Then they realized like, no, it's not cats, it's actually rats which is the problem. And because the regions where rats are there, cats are coming there. So this is one small example, but you can see the danger of Anuman Praman in matter of like obtaining this knowledge about who we are, where are we from. These all. So these two are not an effective means of like the transmission of knowledge, you can say. Then what, according to the Shastras, is the ideal way of knowledge, like knowledge transmission, is actually Shabda Praman. That when the first being, Brahma, came out of the navel of like Lord Vishnu, so he was actually looking for who is my creator, and he started going through the stem of the lotus that he came from. This will be there in the Bhagavatam. And he keeps traveling for like thousands of years, but he will never find who is the origin and where he is going. So he is not able to find that, and he'll just come up to the top of the lotus again and sit and again meditate on Lord, like who is my creator and all that. Then he will hear the voice of Vishnu, and like in terms of what he has to be, like what is the duty that is that he is entrusted with, and what he has to do, and so on. And he hears the Shruti. That's what they say. It's like the Veda mantras and all from then. And that's where, like, even if you go now Chaturmukha Brahma, like from all the four mouths of Brahma, like the Veda incessantly flows. So Sabda Praman is given such a high importance. And in this means of like transmission of knowledge through Sabda Praman, one of the things that are given to us, as I told, like that's why Vedas are called as mother. So the why Vedas are called as mother is because suppose there is a child and he wants to know who his father is. Based on these above pramanas, he can either go and ask every man in that city, or like somewhere saying, "Oh, are you my father? Are you my father? Are you my father?" or so on. Or like do some kind of Anuman Praman things like DNA testing of every being and trying to identify who his father is. These are all not effective way. The best way to ask who his father is go and ask your mother. Mother, who is my father? Then she will point, this is my father or something. So Vedas or Shastras exactly do that. Like we are entrapped in this human body. we have like limited lifetime, say 50, 60 years or something, or like 70, 80 years. Our lifespan is increasing. So anyway, we have this limited lifetime. So Shankaracharya asks this actually. Every being, in Bhajagavindam he writes this, Kaye Kanta Kaste Putraha Samsaraiva Mativa Vichitraha. Kaye Kanta, like the wife that I call my wife, this woman that I call my wife, who is this Kaye Kanta? Kaste Putraha, the kids that are, like that, that I gave birth to. He's telling about a typical husband and wife. Kaste Putraha, who are these? Kaye Kanta Kaste Putraha Samsaraiva Mativa Vichatra. This samsara is extremely mysterious. Then he says, Kasyatvam va kuta ayataha. These two questions we should ask as a part of like human form of life when we took. Kasyatvam va kaha kuta ayataha means to whom I belong to and from where I came. These two questions are very important for us to effectively understand the cause of our, like why we took birth and all these things. So these two questions are very easily elucidated in the Bhagavad Gita books that Prabhupada gave us through Shastras. That is, like we saw in our previous class also, that we came from Golok Vrindavan, Urdha Moolamada Sakam. We saw like how Krishna is saying that there is a spiritual world and whatever we are seeing right now is actually a mirror reflection, you can say, of that which is eternal and supreme. And that is where our original origin is from. And to whom I belong to, Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayor Das Das Dasanudas. That's what our Acharyas have given. And Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayor, like I am the servant of that Gopi Bhartu, the husband of Gopis. That is like Lord Krishna. So one has to perfect our like one's life in service of Lord. So in this like Sabda Praman, one of the prominent position is given to Sri Guru. So Guru is spiritual master, and I don't need to give an introduction about the importance of Guru, because most of you might have heard so many lectures about like what's the importance of Guru. And Srila Prabhupada tells like Krishna is your internal spiritual master, like Paramatma actually is your internal spiritual master, and the spiritual master or the Guru that we take Diksha from and we follow through our life is actually the mercy manifestation of Krishna, that he is an external, like a representative of Lord, and we should worship Guru like almost Sakshat Harihi, like how we are worshipping Lord, we should give Guru such high position was given from the Shastras. And so like why should one approach Guru, or like why this Guru Sishya thing was given so much importance in our scriptures is, like Upanishad says this, I don't know which Upanishad it is, I think Svetaswara Upanishad, it says about Tad Vignanardham Sa Gurumeva Bhigachyataha. If you want to obtain any source of material knowledge also, like I have to approach that Guru, or like, okay, Guru is a very different word, but you have to approach that master, like for example, if I want to master in chemical engineering or something, then I go to a professor who spent his life in addressing that research topic, and he spent his life. So when I approach him, it will make my life easier than me sitting and trying to find every other way. So like that, Tad Vignanardham, if you want to obtain knowledge, one must approach Guru, Sa Gurumeva Bhigachyataha. And who that Guru is, like whom we should be approaching to obtain this knowledge, is Samitpane Srotriyam Brahmanishtam. That's what the next line of that verse is. That is Samitpane Srotriyam. We have to approach that Guru and do service, and then listen the knowledge that he is imparting onto us. To do that, he should be Brahmanishtam, a great devotee of the Lord. Only if he is great devotee of the Lord, then he can give us that bona fide knowledge, And that line of succession, even in the previous chapters of Bhagavad Gita, we saw how Krishna also emphasizes that actually if you see Ramayana also, like whenever Lord Ram is speaking, he won't say, oh, this is my opinion, this is what you should do here, like that he won't say. He will actually refer to this is what elders said, or this is what Vedas say, this is what Shastras say. He always refer to it. So this means of obtaining knowledge, like where you do Guru Susrusha and approach him with utmost sincerity and devotion, and then through their, because they have led their lives in serving the Lord, and we approach them and we try to like perfect our life in the direction and means that they are showing. So these are like some few sporadic recollection of thoughts on Guru. On this auspicious occasion, we'll worship we'll pray like Srila Prabhupada, our Guru, Srila Prabhupada, and the line of succession of the Parampara to properly, give us that Shastra Chakshu and like somehow give us strength to lead in this life of like based on what the Shastras or Bhagavad Gita says, and eventually perfect our life and to please them. That's what we'll pray for. And then we'll continue with our next our usual series of like the secrets of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15. One thing, I have to share this. So okay, so in the like previous class we have seen like how Krishna is speaking about spiritual world, and I also brought some the third canto verses or some like about the description of Vaikuntha from the conversation between Maitreya Muni and Vidura, Maitreya Maharshi and Vidura. So there we saw that how Krishna is saying that the material world is a mirror reflection of the spiritual world and so on. So one of the, this is very back actually. One second. Yeah, so these two verses are the last part that we discussed. That is, Utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudhananu pasyanti gnana chakshushaha yatanto yoginas chainam pasyantatmani avasthitam yatantopyakritatmano nainam pasyanti achetasaha. Krishna says, very nice verses these two. That is, the foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. And the next verse, it says, the endeavoring transcendentalist, yatanto yoginas chainam. The endeavoring transcendentalists who are situated in the self-realization can see all this clearly. But those whose minds are not developed and who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try. So these two, like about the soul's like transmigration, Krishna spoke, and also he said like how vimudha na anupasyanti, like how fools do not see that the cycle of birth and death. I said like last time how we keep going in this cycle of birth and death, and that like endeavoring yogis can see, and they try to strive to come out, break the cycle of birth and death, and move away from the suffering. So today we'll continue with like continuation of Krishna in 15th chapter. So now Krishna is actually continuing saying his position as our maintainer like in this world. So he gives 4 verses to say how he is the maintainer in terms of this. The 15-12 is cosmological arrangements, terrestrial arrangement, physiological arrangement, and spiritual arrangement. We'll see these verses, very interesting verses. So one of the So the 12th verse, Yadaditya gatam tejo jagadbhasayate khilam yachandramasi yachagnav tattejo vidhi mamakam. The splendor of the sun, which dissipates the darkness of this whole world, comes from me. And splendor of the moon and the splendor of fire are also from me. So this is a cosmological thing that Krishna is saying. And I think I said in some previous satsang classes, where even the cosmological arrangement, the earth is positioned so well, the probability of the life to continue, we to continue and all is extremely low. I think I showed. So even Jupiter in that position was deflecting so many incoming asteroids also, rescuing Earth. You can see the grand design of the Lord, in terms of how life can goes on. So if any foolish perspective of, oh, this is all random and all, this it's a very nonsensical thing, because you can see time and time again how it's so engineered, and the chief architect thing we can see appreciating Lord in our lives as well. So next verse, Gam avishyacha bhutane dharayamyaham ojasa pushname chaushadihi sarvaihi somo bhutva rasatmakaha. I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in orbit. I become the moon, and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. So I become the moon, and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. So according to the Shastras, so the sunlight is necessary for a seed to become like a plant and so on. But moonlight is given importance as so the moonlight actually makes succulent vegetables and fruits and so on. So Krishna is saying here that by his energy that the planets stay in the orbit, and I become the moon, and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. Actually, there is a pastime, we'll discuss some other time, where this staying in the orbit, even in Ramayana there is one, in Vishwamitra and Agasya, there will be a small fight, temporary fight. There Vishwamitra, using his yogic power and all, he creates a planet for Rishanku, a new Swargaloka he creates. And it goes, so it will be very funny actually, the pastime. He creates, because creation is mode of passion, and with his yogic power he could create, but he will fail to maintain that going in a steady orbit. So it keeps going. It was almost colliding with Earth or so, and it keeps going here and there, and at the end when he realizes that the sustainer is Vishnu, who is the mode of goodness or Suddha Sattva, so he prays, and then Lord Vishnu puts that in the orbit and so on. So we can see that Krishna is saying that by his energy that they stay into orbit and so on. And so there is this, okay. So these are very two important verses. One is Aham Vaiswanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Asritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. So this is a very well-known verse. That is Aham Vaiswanaro Bhutva. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities. And Praninam Deham Asritaha. I join with the air of life, Pranapana Samayuktaha, outgoing and incoming, to digest the four kinds of food stuff. So basically the food we eat, even for it to digest, we need Lord Hari, who is the Vaiswanaro Bhutva, he says, who is the expansion, who is that the fire of digestion that is helping for the digesting the four kinds of food stuff. So here Pachamyannam Chaturvidham, the four kinds are actually the Bhaksha, Bhojya, Lehya and Choshya. That is the food that is chewed, the food that is sipped, the food that is licked, and the food that is sucked. These are the four divisions of the food that is given. So all that fire of digestion which is helping to digest is actually Lord Krishna. And then he says the 15th verse, that is Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishto mattasmritir gnanamapo hanamcha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta kritveda vid eva chaham. That is, sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha. That is, I am seated in everyone's heart. Mattaha smritir gnanam apohanancha. From me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. This is what Krishna is saying. Vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyo. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta. Vedanta krit vedavit eva cha aham. And I am knower of the Vedas. I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas. That is what Krishna is giving in Bhagavad Gita. So, I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest all the 4 kinds of food stuff. Yeah. From me comes this one. Yeah. So all that we remember, everything that comes, even forgetfulness, smritir gnanam apohanam cha. So this actually comes from Krishna, and he is the compiler of Vedanta in the Vyasadeva Visa, and I am the knower of Vedas. Okay. So the Vedic knowledge, Srila Prabhupada writes this in purport. So why we should understand Vedas? So Vedas present the knowledge of that absolute truth in Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. Sambandha is the relationship with God. Abhideya is the process by which one can approach Him. Prayojana is the attainment of the supreme goal. That is, those are elucidated through understanding of the scriptures. So, and the summary of Vedas and Vedantas Krishna is giving in these last verses. That is, there are 2 kinds of living entities. Krishna speaks about that. So there are many schools of thoughts. They understand something is material and something is spiritual. And some schools of thoughts say, oh, we are jivas, and after practicing certain yoga, we will obtain divinity and so on and so forth. But Krishna clearly tells what are those types of living things that are there, and what is that which is above that also, above these 2. In these verses he will say. That is, the 2 kinds of living entities. Dvavimau purushau loke ksharascha yevacha ksharas sarvani bhutani kutastho yevacha. That is, there are 2 class of beings, kshara and akshara. That's what Krishna is giving here. Ksharas cha akshara yevacha. The fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. I'll give you some examples. So these are the 2 types of classes that Krishna gives. And uttamah purushastvanyaha paramatme udahritaha. Besides these 2, there is greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself. Yolo katrayama vishya bhibarchavyaya ishvaraha. So who has entered the 3 worlds and is maintaining them. Besides these 2, there is greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the 3 worlds and is maintaining them. 18 also there. So again Krishna continues. Yasmat ksharamati toham aksharaadapi chottamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratitah purushottamaha. Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that supreme person. So there are 2 types of living beings. All the kshara is living beings where though we walk around the earth thinking that we are we're there, but we all know that sometime the death will come and this body will go away and so on. So we are fallible. And there are infallible also. There are in the Vaikuntha planets, like for example the Vanaras that participated in the Kishkinda, like in Rama, they will have in the Sakyatapuri their own pastimes that goes on, and all the residents of the Vaikuntha planets and all. So these are infallible. These 2 are there, and beyond that there is Krishna, who is besides these 2, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself. In the previous chapters, even in the 13th chapter, Krishna speaks like as a Paramatma, how I I'm the nearest to the living being. And he tells as a supreme soul, as a Paramatma, I am, what is that verse? Upadrashta, Anumantacha, Bharta, Bhokta, Maheswaraha. Like he says how he is Upadrashta. Upadrashta means the director who is supervising everything. Anumanta, the permitter. Even when Jiva is thinking that I have to do that, that like Paramatma will permit it in terms of his actions and all that. So Upadrashta, Hanumanta, Bharta, Bhokta, Maheswara, he is the supreme enjoyer. He is the supreme, Lord. That's what it said. Maheswara, he is the Lord of all the worlds. That's what Paramatma is. So there are living beings which are fallible, and there are beings which are infallible, and there is a supreme Lord which is beyond these two, who is eternal and who is imperishable Lord, who is always there, who has entered the three worlds, he says, and and is maintaining them. Okay, we went through this. Yeah. So here he speaks. So these are last concluding verses. Because I am transcendental, beyond the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and the Vedas as a supreme person. And then Krishna says, Yomam yevam asammudho janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the supreme personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in the full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. So he's saying to Arjuna that this is the most confidential part. He will tell in the next verse also how this is the most confidential part. And who knows me as the supreme personality of Godhead? Yomam yevam asammudaha. That is without a doubt, who accepts me as the supreme personality of Godhead? Janati purushottamam. Sa sarva with bhajati mam. And he therefore engages himself in the full devotional service to me. Sarva bhavena bharata. He is the knower of everything. So, one who takes this axiomatically also in the beginning and start performing devotional service, all the strengthening of the faith and all Krishna will actually give. Even in the previous 9th or 10th chapter we saw, Dadami buddhiyogam tam Krishna tells. One who is following the bona fide instructions of the gurus that are coming in the order, and who are engaging constantly in devotional service of the Lord, then Lord will give that dadami buddhi yogam tam, that intelligence as to how to navigate life to please him. That intelligence Krishna only will give. So this is the last verse of this chapter. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktamayanaga etad buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityasya bharata. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. So this is one of the confidential knowledge that Krishna is giving, that many even when someone is approaching with these questions, as I told, like who am I, where am I coming from? So if you are approaching directly to the Vedic knowledge, you might get lost also in terms of the magnitude of the that library of Shastras that we have. So following a spiritual master, following in a bona fide line of authority, and engaging in a loving devotional service of the Lord is the very the shortcut, you can say, and approaching to the Krishna. And this is the confidential part that Krishna is revealing in this 15th chapter. And next chapter, I think Gauranga Prabhu will take. So we'll go through the divine and demonic natures. Krishna will go into more details about what are divine natures and what are demonic natures and so on. So that's all. Thank you. So we have some leftover section from last class, which I tried to cover these verses, and that's it. And we have because this is a very auspicious day, we can chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then we can have prasadam. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, like before we just going through just one round of Mahamantra, I told in the previous classes also. So, one of the way to address or like to get direct association of the Lord. Like for example, we see these stories of like Arjuna hearing a lot of, like from directly from the Lord during this battle, like warfare or so on. And even in like Ramayana we see like there are devotees who get direct association of Lord Ram. And often we wonder like, is it possible for us to get direct association of the Lord? So one bona fide way that we can direct association of the Lord we can get is through chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I told like mantra means mannatraite iti mantra or manatraite iti mantra, where the mind keep catching all the negative things and storing as a negative repository or so on. Once you chant these syllables of the bona fide mantras, then immediately it leaves and catches onto the mantra. And this is a very it's a yuga dharma of Kali Yuga that is given. So we'll continue. If you don't have beats, then you can chant on your finger things like they count from here. So because I have beads, I'll stop whenever the round is over. You can okay, just I'll open some. Is good. Okay, so we might have some offensive tendencies or some negative things or so on, that before approaching the Lord's holy name directly, that we chant the pure devotees' names, like how Krishna came as Mahaprabhu. I'll tell in subsequent sections, like about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or so on. So we chant this and then we go to the Mahamantra. So you can repeat this one after me, and like in unison we can chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you so much for chanting one round. So if you see, like if you chant individually, you will like do probably one round, 108 mantras of Maha Mantra within like 7.5 to 8 minutes in the beginning. Like when you do it daily, then it comes to like 7 minutes, 6.5 and so on. So this is the Yuga Dharma that is given to us. So to the best of your ability, try to chant at least one round after whenever you took your bath, like in the morning time, so on. So thank you very much for joining, and we'll serve prasadam right now. And at like 8:15, the darshan, the final darshan of the Lord will open. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.